In our ever-changing, fast-paced culture, ministers and Christian leaders have to be able to continue to carry out this great commission that Jesus gave us to go and make disciples of all nations. It's a challenge, and studying here at LCU will help equip you to ground you, to better think theologically and philosophically, and to give you the practical skills by which you can make a huge impact in whatever realm of ministry that you see fit.
I think all too often we make this secular sacred split where when we're in the church or when we're in a Bible college, that's when we're doing spiritual work, and then the rest of life is siloed off into this compartmentalized secular other. A theological degree, first and foremost, equips you with a level of understanding, a level of scriptural awareness and historical awareness that you can then take and go back to your communities, back to your churches and families and friends and jobs, and then think theologically about those spaces.
If we want pastors who care about the scripture, if we want pastors who know God, both theological truths about God, but also know God intimately, then we need pastors who are formed in knowing Scripture, we need pastors who are formed in the theological tradition, and we need pastors who have learned some skills that will help them in their ministries. And so if we care about having well-trained pastors, then we need to care about pastors who are educated.
Since I've been here, I have been relentlessly encouraged to become more and more like Jesus. And so I get to do that around here, multiple settings. I get to encourage people to become more and more like Jesus. So what do I love about this place? Not only do we champion scholarship, not only do we champion ministry, but this is a place that values spiritual formation. I love that about this place.
What I love most about teaching biblical studies is not only the study itself for me, but also sharing my passion for helping the church with my students. And that's been the greatest joy for me in teaching in this program, is having highly motivated students who care deeply not only about the learning, but also sharing what they've learned with others in the church through their preaching and teaching.
I think learning the Old Testament is new, especially in our culture, because so few people know the scriptures. Reading the scriptures for most people is something brand new, that they just don't know the depth of God's love for humanity. And so when somebody picks up the Bible, maybe for the first time, maybe for the second time, there's a real learning curve. It's not an easy book. There's a real learning curve. And again, that's where our students come into play. They're going to share what they know with those they have contact with.
Since we developed the MA in Organizational Leadership almost 15 years ago, we've had nearly 250 graduates, and they are serving in various leadership roles in education, in finance, in ministry, in not-for-profit work, and most recently, even one elected to the Illinois State Senate. Our students are working adults who bring their life experience to the conversations that they have with each other. And what I enjoy more than anything else is seeing them grow and develop and find ways to apply what they are learning in their leadership context.
The MA in Counseling program is a much needed program right here and right now, because we are preparing counselors to go out there and help the hurting.
LCU is a special place in the world. We provide a way of looking at life, ministry, and caring that you simply cannot find in the secular world. It's just not there.
Our students are dedicated. We have so many of our students who work a full-time job, And then they come to classes at night because our program is set up so that people can attend at night when they're working full time. So they've already arrived after having worked all day, and they're still putting their all into everything that we're doing.
When you think of all the different ways in which you can work, all the different locations you can work, all the different types of people you can work with, this is just an amazing opportunity to live out your faith in a world that cries out saying, help me, and you get to do it.